Hello guys, in this video we are going to see how we can build a liquid swipe animation or onboard UI in Flutter like this. So when we click on skip, we will navigate to the last step, or when we click on next, we will navigate to the next step, and we can also move using the swipe or liquid animation. So let's get started. In previous video we build the onboard UI like this. In this video we will continue with the same, and we will build a liquid swipe animation overboard UI which was shown previous. So let's get started. Instead of continue to sign in, here we will use, or we will change it to the main.dart, and inside src we will create a file and call it liquid overview dart, and then we will, it is stateful widget stf liquid overview, and now import material.dart. To use liquid swipe animation, we need to add a liquid swipe plugin to our pubselect.yml. So let's add it. Here we will add the liquid swipe and then refresh or save. After this, save it, and then we will use a scaffold instead of container, and body should be a stack children, and then first thing we will use a liquid swipe, and the pages should be the pages you want will be displayed here. So the pages, or we will use a builder as well. So the builder should be index, and here it is will be index, and we will return a container. After this, the item count should be the our change dot overlay dot get overview dot length, because we have already created a overview which contains a title, description, image, and is last or not, which was made in a video where we have demonstrated the overview model, simple overview model. To see that video, click on I button, you will get that video. Or it is nothing, we are creating the list of a overview class in which we are passing the title, description, image, or is last variables, and inside this we are returning the list of that overview mode class. Now, and then we are grabbing the length of that list which was inserted inside the change overview, and we are counting the length, and inside the item count we are passing the length of the list we have created earlier. So now inside the container we will see in the main.dart we will change the liquid overview and then hit save. It is giving nothing because we need to change something to the variable things. And first we will pass the change overlay dot get change system UI, and we will pass the context. We are changing the system UI overlay here. It is black or black, we will change it to the white, and it will change itself when we switch to black, dark theme or light theme accordingly. After this, here it is the code for change system UI overlay. We are setting the system UI overlay with the system UI overlay style, and we are passing the parameters for our status bar color and navigation bar color by checking the platform brightness. That is, if it is a light mode, then we will change the system UI overlay style with the status bar color white and navigation bar color white, and if it is dark mode, we will change it to the black and then black. Okay, now on the liquid overview, we will come here and inside the color property we will pass the color. We will add another overview mode, and then we will add a final color, and we will require this dot color. Now import material and then remove all this thing, we don't need this, and then come to a color and provide a color 0xff f2 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 and change accordingly to that. I am giving a color pink, and let's give another overview color, and here it is also color and color. So inside the overview mode of second, we will change the color to green, and then a color to red, and then a color to blue, and a color to yellow or purple. And inside the liquid overview, we will call the change overlay dot get overview dot color dot element at index and then color. To this, refresh, and you can see that our liquid swipe animation is now working fine. But you can see that the system navigation bar color is not working fine, so we need to change it as well. So let's change it. So inside the builder, on pane change callback index, and let's come to change overlay or create a function here and call it void change system overlay style, and then we will provide a color property, color CLR, then copy the system UI overlay style from the top and paste it here. And same here, we will status bar color should be CLR, and it should be same as here, CLR, and remove the const here, then refresh. And now I come to liquid overview and then call the change dot change system UI overlay system overlay dot, let's suppose come to here and then add static build context not needed, and then come here and overlay style, and then change overlay dot get overview dot element at index dot color, then hit this. After this, change system UI overlay style, status bar color and navigation bar color, and then restart the app to see the changes. App is restarting, wait for a second. Then we will move to the second step. Now you can see that our also changing accordingly. So now we will come to the second step, and inside the second step we will choose the onboard screen, go to onboard screen, and then we will copy the onboard display overview and we will paste it here inside a container, inside a child we'll paste it here, and then I will import that and refresh. And inside the overview, display overview, we will come here and then let's go to overview, display overview, and inside the title we will use the merge const text style, color should be colors dot white, and also we will copy that and we will paste it here. Now it is looking fine. Okay, now it's time to create a indicator for us. So let's come here and close it, and inside the liquid overview, come here and define a page controller, liquid controller, final, liquid controller equal to liquid controller. Then inside the dispose method, we will dispose that controller. So let's dispose the controller dot dispose. We have no dispose method, so I don't need to be disposed. It will dispose itself after the use. So now let's inside the builder add the liquid controller, and everything is fine. Now come to stack, and then inside the stack, come here and create a container, create a position widget, positioned, and create a container, and width should be double dot infinity, and height should be 80. And next we will use the top. Okay, we will use the bottom property 0, and then the color should be colors dot white, and then refresh it to see whether it is working or not. And it is getting error, and the error is remove this and refresh. Wait for a second, and we are not getting an error. So now the left should be 0 and the right should be 0, and then refresh it. And now when we use the bottom 0, as we are getting an error. No, we are not getting any error now. Now it's time to use transparent here, and then everything looks fine. And then it's time to use the, here we will use a final. Okay, we will use, here we will use the another int variable page number equal to 0, and we will change the page number equal to index here. After this we will set the state, and then we will animate the liquid controller dot animate to, and page should be index or page number. After this we will now ready with the catch. On page change should not be changed anymore, so it will not be adapted here. So let's remove it, and then inside page number is equal to our index, page number equal to our change overlay dot get overlay dot length -1. Then we will show const sized box. Why we are doing this? Because when we navigated to the last page of our overview, then we don't want to show the skip, next and indicator. That's why we are checking that if the page number is equals to the length of the overview, that is the length of the screen, or that is the index of our last page, we reached it, then we will show the size box, or when it is not the last one, then we will show the button. So now it's time to show the button. So inside the child we will use a row property and then children, and inside the children we will use a text button, and the button should be on pressed, should be nothing right now, and then we will use a text widget and we will call it skip, and the style should be theme dot of context dot button dot text theme dot button dot merge const text style color should be white, colors dot white, and font weight should be W700. And now wait for a second, we are getting the skip button, and now copy the button again and replace skip with next, and inside the row we will use the main axis alignment should be space between. Now our next skip is viewing, and now we will provide the padding to our container, const edge insets dot symmetric, and the horizontal should be 2036.2 and leave it. Okay, it is now looking far better, and when we reached the last page of our screen, we will dismiss the skip and next button. Okay, on page changed, everything is working fine, page number equal to index, and now we will add a indicator. So let's add an indicator, list view dot separated, and then index, we will return icon and icons dot circle, and inside a separated we will, after this separator builder, we will pass the same index, and inside the index we will return a sized box with width of around 6.2, and the item count should be change UI overlay dot length minus 1. Okay, we are getting error because we will need to use sync wrap true, and scroll direction should be axis dot horizontal, and we need to wrap with sized box, and height should be 30, and rest will be, and here we will use the size of around 12.0. Rerun the app. Okay, it is now, our indicator is working. So let's see, and inside the color property, color, if page number equal to index, then the color should be colors dot white, otherwise colors dot gray dot shade 100. Then refresh it. Color should be colors dot black, and now it is looking fine. You can see that our indicator is looking fine and perfect. So let's come to const, here should be applied, and let's come to next button and skip button. And when we press on skip, we will navigate the page to the last index, that is animate to page number, and the page number should be change overlay lay dot get overview dot length and page number. Okay, it is fine. And we will also change the, we will add the set state here, and then inside the next button we will do the page number plus plus, and then we will do the same. Okay, let's see, when we hit on next, we changes to the, okay, signing to continue is showing, and when we are on the last page, our indicator and the button is now dismissed, and when we go back, our indicator and button will be shown. So in this way you can create a liquid swipe animation onboard view